This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories. And welcome to my review of the Bad Batch Shuttle. Bad Batch Attack Shuttle, I believe. Or better known as the Havoc Marauder. And this is a really nice Lego set. Cost $100. And actually, it came in on Wednesday, which is 2 days ago from the day you're seeing this. And I wanted to have this done by the Bad Batch finale's release, which is today. As in the day you're seeing it. I'm recording it the night before. I'm actually recording it on a Lord of the Rings chessboard I own, which is just above the display case that I usually have recording for the last few weeks, because I don't have enough time to clear that out and get this stuff off, because it's pretty packed on here and don't have much time to record. But let's start off looking at the figures. And we have Ganke, Tech, Crosshair, Hunter. We have Echo and Wrecker. Pretty sure it's a Tech at the front. And if I didn't, you can go ahead and make the comments. But looking at it, we have these figures. And we'll take a look at all of them. And then we'll take a look at the speeders and then the main ship. And Ganke is a nice figure. And although it says Gonk Droid, we all know his real name. It's hard to keep him standing right now. Just put him down like that. That's his side, and the other side's identical. And finally, here's the back side. As you can see, the outside is identical to the one side. And that's what his feet look like. Let's toss him to the side. We'll take a look at Hunter, and here I'll just say I made a few small modifications to the set. They're pretty minor. I just gave Hunter a blaster. Since he does have one, he was only given 2 knives, and I gave Wrecker the other knife since he also has one. And with the speeder, I added, well, I'll talk about that when I get there, but I added some stuff into the speeder. See if you can guess what it is right now. Looking at him, he has some pretty nice details. The same torso print as Wrecker does under his bulky chest piece. And I have the knife held backwards for him because it looks cool. The blaster pistol in his hand. Taking his helmet off. You see that nice face print, and I'll grab his hairpiece, which looks pretty good. I'll just turn that around because I kind of have only one hand free and I cannot turn a full Lego head around. And you can see his other side of his head with the back print. Pop that off because I think he does look good like that. He looks way better with the helmet on. I'll move to the side. And next, look at Echo. Echo is pretty nice, but the thing is, his hand is most likely inaccurate unless this is based off like very late game Bad Batch stuff. And you probably will know about that by now if he does get a hand, but he doesn't yet, so that's why I keep the blaster in the other hand, since that one shouldn't, be a hand. And if we pop off his head, it's interesting because we see a lighter skin tone since he is paler, comparing that to Wrecker. I'll just toss his helmet back on for now. You can see it's paler, but it's just a normal minifigure head color, which is creative since his head is paler than the rest. He has some pretty nice torso design, but if we take a look at the back of him, he has a really nice kind of like Lobot head design with also the tubes his head connected to. Pretty nice back print. I think he's one of the few that looks maybe even a little cooler with the helmet off. Toss him to the side too. We'll take a look at Crosshair now, and that's when people were revealing this, they were spoiling that this was Imperial Crosshair, but we're in the finale right now, and we have known that for 15 weeks really, since there's 16 episodes, but 2 episodes aired the first week. So looking at him, it's a very nice design. Popping the helmet off. It is a good head design. There could have been hair, but considering that he is now bald after his head got burned, it's fine. Although it would have been cool to have a head burn detail on there. And some nice back print. Let's toss that back on. Move him to the side. Look at Wrecker, where I almost forgot I extended his blaster rifle just to make it a little longer. And interestingly enough, if you take this, you could also clip it onto his back. So that's not something I hadn't set, but I just added that piece on, and you get the functionality for that. Looking at him, he has a nice, more bulky design. With that armor plating, his head looks very detailed. I think only Echo really be a little more detailed than him. Flipping him back around. Of course, that one part is blaster is very easy to pop off. He's pretty plain at the back. You can see a little bit of a design there, but that's really it. I'll toss that back on and put him to the side with his blaster. Finally, we have tech, 2 blaster pistols, very nice detailed helmet. Only thing I think would have made it better is if that part could go down. You could put this hairpiece on him, and he looks nice. Nice with the goggles. Those blasters are definitely interesting, since they're typically like more realistic guns, as I would say, in our modern day. There's a really nice backpack build on the back. And the other side, he just has probably the most normal clone face, but it still looks nice. I'll pop that off, put his head back on, move him to the side with the other Bad Batch members. Let's take a look at the 2 speeders. Looking at this green speeder from the Pantora episode, I believe. It looks pretty nice. Pretty detailed with these little side flaps at the side. This can't really bend, but looks cool. I don't remember seeing these pieces in any recent set. I thought they were from that they didn't produce those anymore, but I guess they do. And the back has a clip to put something on. You can't put a minifigure on there, but don't really want to right now. And we're gonna look at the other speeder next. And this is the Imperial Bark speeder, and I only just added these blasters on, so it would look exactly like the one from the 501st Battle Pack, just in a different color, as you can see there. Putting that back, I'm just going to spin this around quickly. You can see it's some nice sticker details, like this overall. And now time to look at the shuttle. Finally, I'm looking at the Havoc Marauder, and this is a nice set. It's the best build of it. And first, to take a look at the interior, you just have to, if you want to put people in the front, you push that up, but it's pretty easy to pop the other side up. And it's hard to see in there, so I'll just pop the full part up. I'll push this back down just so it can come back a little easier. Pretty easily push this up, so you should not grab from there. Then you can see on the inside, here's the front where you can put 2 of the Bad Batch members, and the back where you can put the other 2. And I did translate these 2 stickers, and I told the translation back in my reveal video. And this one over there says history, and this one says space battles. And of course this is referencing the Battle of Coruscant, and the other is probably the formation of the Empire. And over here, there's a small little area where you can actually fit all of their weapons in, including the ones I added in. And you can pop this little container out to put them in. And the only one that doesn't maybe exactly fit, but I just clip it on here just in case I haven't really tried, is Wrecker's gun or blaster, and you can close that after putting that back in. Since I have one hand, I'm not going to show how to do that. It's pretty annoying to do with one hand. You can ultimately close that. And there are spring-loaded shooters that go down here, but I take them out because I don't want to accidentally launch them out. Taking a look at the side while it's closed. I think it's definitely looked better to look at from this side. You can see that detail. Turning it. There's some pretty nice back details. I think it looks good there. These pieces are pretty interesting. One side looks a little worse with not having, you know, stuff like this, but still think it looks good. And you can see the outside of that. Pretty symmetrical. A few, you know, maybe slight changes in patterning, but really there's not too much that changes. Sorry for the slight jump cut, but someone started calling me while I was in the middle of this and moving it, so I just have to kind of start back from here. So it does have folding wings, and you could fold them like this. It's kind of hard to do with one hand though, so this isn't going to be perfect. Or maybe I could move it my chin behind the camera. So this is what it looks like in flight mode. I think it looks pretty cool. And if you want to take a look at full 360 view, here's the back view. And if you hold it like this with the ring-loaded shooters in, you might launch them out. You can see the side here with the wings down. And finally moving it back to the front, you see it like this. And then you can simply land it, fold it back up, have it land on the ground, and you can put the characters in. I'm going to do one last jump cut so I can show you what it looks like with characters in there and on the different vehicles. One bad batch member won't be in there, so it can be on the speeder. So I'm going to cut away and put those in quickly. Okay, and here we are. I didn't touch any of the handlebars because honestly it's just a little annoying to do. There's cross around the Imperial speeder. Tack on the green one. And then over here I have Hunter piloting, since you have to take Tech's backpack off to get him in the seat. Echo's behind him. You can see the blaster being held there. And for proof, that's the storage container filled with everything. Just have to be careful putting it in. And there's Gonki and Wrecker in the back. And overall, yeah, I think I really like this set. It was definitely worth the money. I would really recommend it if you like LEGO Star Wars sets. I think you should get this. Check out the rest of my content for really next week. And check out my Bad Batch finale review, which I have not seen yet since I'm recording this the night before. And I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Also, before I leave, I'm going to say sorry if you heard anything in the background. You know, when you have family and you need enough time for there to be some daylight to record this, it gets kind of hard, and I didn't want to get this out. So I'm going to work on editing this after I do a few things, but this should be out. I'm guessing I'm going to have this released at 10. So now I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.